everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a video where I use a little eyeshadow duo and show you 3 different ways you can wear that. I received this little duo. It's a Kevyn Aucoin duo in Peeble and Smokey Teal. I got it in it's a lucky bag. At the end of the year, they were offering like a box, like a surprise box, and I really wanted it, but we were traveling. I signed up for the email. Well, I didn't see the email quite soon enough to catch the neutral box, so I ended up going for the colorful box, and this was the eyeshadow duo that was in there, and it's really beautiful, but not anything I would have chosen. And then I got it and I'm like, oh, Kevyn Aucoin, I'm excited to try these shadows, but what the heck am I gonna do with this duo? And so I challenged myself to come up with a couple of different looks, and I'm going to share them in this video today, and including a little tutorial on this smoky eye look that I finish up with. So this is really just a very simple, like, daytime look that takes almost no time, but it's great for whatever you're going to be doing, almost any occasion. So it's using the lightest shade all over your lid from the lash line to the brow, and then just taking a little liner brush in the darkest shade and accenting the outer corner of your eye along the upper and lower lash line. And you can blend that a little bit, apply some mascara, some blush, a nice little neutral lip color, and you're out the door. So this is a slightly more colorful look, and all I did was use the lightest shade all over my lid from my lash to my brow, and then I added this very gradually in the crease, and blended it into the crease to give it a little bit of a wash of color. Depending on what shade is in your second pan, you can go a little bit darker, a little bit lighter. It doesn't, you don't have to use the shade in its full-on concentrate if it's really too intense for you. And if you use, a fluffier brush, I happen to really like this dual fiber eye brush from Real Techniques. When I first got it, I did not like it, but I really like it when I'm using pretty intense colors that I want to have a little more control and slowly build up the color. So this really works well for me in my crease. Blend it all around, and then I went back in with a smaller brush and the lightest color and really packed that on the lid, and also went back up and lightened up underneath my brow bone again, because I wanted there to be a lot of contrast between the crease and the lid. I wanted the lid to be clear of color and just have the color in the crease. And then I went ahead and I took one of my favorite brushes. It's a very thin eyeshadow brush, and smudged the darkest color all underneath my lower lash line. And because there was no dark color on the upper lash line, I went ahead and tight lined with my favorite tight line and put a coat of mascara on. So I really like this look as well. I think it's a really wearable look for daytime or dinner. Really very versatile as well. So the last look is a very dark, smoky-eyed look, full-on evening kind of look, which is what I'm wearing right now. You could add some false lashes to it and really make it quite glamorous. I chose not to because I felt like it was pretty dramatic just the way it was. So this is going to be a full-on smoky eye look, and I'm going to start off by taking a dark black eyeliner and just running that along my lash line because I really want that lash line to be super dark and intense. I'm going to start out with that and then apply the shadows over it. I don't care for a heavy liner on my hooded eyes, and that's a way to kind of cheat it a little bit and have that dark look without it looking so much like a heavy liner look. So I'm going to start off by just taking this Marc Jacobs eyeliner pencil. What's this called? I don't know. You know the one. I'm just running it along my upper lash line. And I don't really care too much how it looks because it's going to get covered with that darkest color. I'm going to just smudge it out a little bit. Now I'm going to use this, I think I'm going to use this brush. This is the e.l.f. C brush, and it's just a kind of a plain old eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go into the darkest color. And I'm just going to pack that on my lid and really make sure that I get as close to my lower lash line, where I have that black liner. And you know what, that's not really quite precise enough. I'm going to go back to this a smaller brush. I need a little more control. So I'm really packing this on right to where my lid crease is. That's a pretty dark, intense color, but we will be doing a little blending. Okay. Now, because I want to be able to blend this color up into my crease a little bit, I want to go ahead and lay down this lightest shade. So I'm going to use, this might be a little too big. I'm going to go ahead and use a brush like this and apply the lightest shade right from where it meets the crease, where I've already laid color down, and up, so that I can use that to blend a little bit. Now I'm going to, I cleaned this off. This just has the lightest shade on it and I've wiped it off. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend up into my crease a little bit with this dark color that's already on my lid. Just kind of taking what's there, doing some little circles, really gradually, because I want to kind of have a lot of control how far up I go with this super dark color. So the effect I'm going for is, most concentrated color close to my lashes, and having it, blend up into almost nothing up top, because, this is a strong color. This is kind of a personal preference thing when you get to this point in this kind of an eye look, to bring up as much color as you're comfortable wearing and as intense as you're comfortable wearing. Okay, because this is a smoky look, I'm going to grab an eye brightening concealer. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind. And I'm going to go ahead and put that under my whenever I do a smoky, really dark smoky eye, I always like to make sure I use a brightening, concealing product to kind of make sure you don't have like a little, look muddy underneath your eye. Okay, so to finish this eye look up, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to tightline Hourglass 1.5 mil liner. I think there's still enough. Getting close to the end of this one. No worries, I have more. And then I'm going to go back in with this, my favorite little eyeshadow brush, to smoke out my lower lash line. So I'm just going to tap that in the darkest color and just run it along my lower lash line. and here's the finished look. Now if you really wanted to glam it up, you could throw some false eyelashes on. I'm probably not going to do that because I feel like this is a fairly intense look, and yes, I'm wearing this out to go to the post office and run some errands and go to the grocery store, so yeah, I don't want to look too over the top. So you could use this technique with any eyeshadow duo that you have, as long as there is a neutral shade in there. I think you need to have at least one neutral or lighter shade, especially to use up under your brow bone. If you don't, you could throw a brow bone color in your bag as well. But, you know, a lot of duos come that way. Like this is one that I have from Urban Decay with Sin and Mushroom. It would have worked equally as well with this. I was really torn which one to do, but I decided to go ahead and use this darker one for this video. I almost used this one. But my thought behind this is duos are great little compact traveling buddies. I mean, and you think, oh, I'm not going to get enough variety out of my look with this duo, but yes, you can. You can get a huge variety out of your look, and what could be better than throwing something like this in your bag? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, hit the subscribe button and join me for future videos. I would greatly appreciate it. The links to my social media are down below, and I would appreciate if you check those out as well, and I will see you real soon. Take care. Bye.